Hello traders, it's Forex Frontier here. I'm going to talk to you about what happened with the market the past few days, what led to this big crash of about 4%, 4.20, that's a good number, and what to expect in the near future, as well as preparing you for a couple of positions that could be good for your portfolio, your trading positions, your day trading, swing trading, whatever it is you're doing, your Forex trading or your crypto. I will get into crypto in a second as well. Crypto market has been performing, interestingly, very well compared to the S&P 500. Or the S&P has kind of been dying. US 500 is down. The UK is always bad. Like, come on. Ugh. I don't even want to look at this channel. Look at this. It's just such an awful downtrend channel. It's slow, but anyways, let's get back on track. The S&P 500 index. Now, a lot of information came out the past few days. I believe the economics data was mostly positive. We saw that the jobless claims was less than they expected, which is incredibly good. It means more people are working, the economy is doing good. A lot of companies posted positively. Tesla posted positively. They had a huge influx of cash, and even so, they're down. Everything is going down. Most of the market it just shit the bed, is what I can tell you. We can start seeing a bit of a recovery happening now in every sector. Like tech is recovering. Google is still quite bad, but Nvidia is back up like 10%, almost 10% since the crash. Meta is an interesting one. I would stay away from Meta. I wouldn't touch it. PayPal, everything's down. JP Morgan's holding okay. Bank of America, it's down as well, but it started recovering. NYCB, oh god, NYCB, man, this fucking bank. Oh my god, this crash, we predicted that in one of our premium Telegram groups at the start of the year. It was crazy when it happened. So, the S&P 500. Market news came out positively, but it's still trending downwards. If we do a quick technical analysis over here, like you can see that the previous trend that was like just full on upward it's no longer valid. We're no longer in the making risk-free money. You can't just put money into the S&P and watch it go forever up. Now, if we look at the past, you could say it's similar to this drop down here back in April. Like we had a 4.60% drop back in April as well. But this time around, things are a little bit different because the US, as you know, is currently going through some issues. Although economic data came out positively, jobless claims was expected to be much more than it actually is. In the end, people are working. The economy should be going up, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Not only did it beat the initial jobless claims, but the GDP was also 2.8% better when it was expected to only be 2%. Durable goods, now that one is minus 6.6%, but that's alright. The bigger issue is the presidential election, and that's causing quite the volatility on the market. As you know, President Trump was recently, well, they tried to assassinate him, but it didn't work out. And Joe Biden stepped down from his nomination to be the next president, and he is now pushing for another Democratic candidate to take his place. Now, the personal consumption expenditure index has slipped down by 0.1%, which was expected, but still, that's not good. The Fed has a way of gauging inflation that has mostly stayed unchanged for the past few months until yesterday when the data came out for June. And if the data was bad for June, it's expected to be bad for July as well. Overall, the widely watched consumer price index kind of fell in June for the first time in 4 years. All of this led to a bit of a rotation in the equities market. If we jump over to gold, now gold has kind of been following the S&P as well, but when it comes to its beating, it hasn't taken that bad of a beating. It dropped 3.6%, and it's like sitting at what? Like minus 2.8. Yeah. Gold has been holding quite well for now. Natural gas, it dropped. Everything dropped. Like everything has been dropping, but certain parts of the market definitely took on a bigger hit, and I'd say that's tech. The tech industry saw probably the biggest outflow of money since the beginning of the year. And that's totally normal considering Nvidia literally did a miracle. Quite literally making, since the start of the year, like that's like what? Over here? It made almost 200% since the start of the year. This was totally unhealthy for the tech sector. Everybody was just jumping on the AI hype train, and everybody is just, oh, AI this, AI that. AI isn't good enough at this moment. Sure, the technology will definitely have a huge effect on the market in the near future, and it will change industries altogether. People will lose their jobs, but new jobs will show up because of it as well. Silver, man, commodities are taking a beating, man. God damn, everything is down. Let's see Forex. Haha, my favorite. The Forex market has been doing pretty well. USD, although the S&P 500 is falling, the US dollar is still holding quite well when we compare it to a few other currencies like GBP. Yeah, it's like, oh, the S&P 500 is down so much, and then when you compare it to how down it is to the Great British Pound, it's like barely anything. Oil is set for a third weekly decline. As you know, the war in Gaza and Israel, as long as that keeps going on, there's so much war going on in the world, but no wonder the S&P is finally dropping. I am surprised it took it that long. We need to have a president assassination attempt. We need to have a candidate drop out. We need to have 2 wars that we know of that are publicly constantly talked about. The market doesn't look too great at the moment. Middle East is not doing good. And when the Middle East isn't doing good, oil goes up. A lot of ceasefire has been talked about in the news. US officials believe that the parties are closer than ever to an agreement, but I don't think so. The whole situation is quite complicated. You can't just stop a war out of nowhere like that. Oil prices continue to decline, and also Canadian wildfires have been affecting the US crude stocks as well. Let's take a look at China. Oh god. Chart just, it keeps getting worse. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it keeps getting worse and worse. Yeah, China is definitely on a downtrend. The Chinese economy, sadly, we don't have that much actual legitimate data for it, which sucks. Yeah, today seems like a sideways day to me. I don't think we're gonna fall much more, but I don't think we're going to recover either. It's just gonna go sideways for a little bit. It's gonna play out in these ranges, something along those lines, I'm expecting. Honestly, crypto seems much more interesting at these levels, because crypto is playing crypto is playing near its all-time highs. If we just take a quick look, like crypto dropped along with the S&P, but even after that drop, it has recovered much more efficiently compared to it. And it's just better to trade it. It's just gonna play around here until it decides if it's gonna go up again and try for another new all-time high. If it can break through here, we're seeing a new all-time high. We're going to 76K. Like it is just, as long as Bitcoin stays above 63K, as long as we hold above here, this is gonna make a new all-time high. Only way for it to drop is if something really bad happens in the world. I'm talking incredible inflation, something out of proportion. The guy that made Bitcoin comes back and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm taking all my Bitcoin away. And he just shuts it down. If that happens, then yeah. We're going to lose this level. We're going to crash down under and we're going to go down to 50K. Until that happens, I don't think we're falling much lower. If I hit a new all-time high. Just take a look at the weekly. Previous data doesn't mean it's gonna be the same now. It's always a bit different. But this range just has to hold. If it holds, we're making a new all-time high. We're going to 80K. For sure. I'm certain of it. But yeah, this is it for the weekly market overview. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our Discord community where you can connect me. I can take a look at your chart, give you some information, some data, and we can take a look at it together. It's completely free. You can join the Discord group. You can talk to, if you're into that. We also just get together and talk about stuff. You know, it's a little community where we hang out. Everybody's very positive, great, and we love all of you guys. Check out our website, join the Discord, trade safely, and don't take too much risk. Have a good one.